Hello. Have you ever felt a little more forgetful than usual? Maybe your heart races for no reason, or your legs feel heavier, slower. What if the cause isn't aging, but something quietly lurking in your pantry? Something you've been told is healthy your whole life. You're not alone. A recent study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology revealed that certain nuts, popular among health-conscious seniors, may increase cardiovascular risk by up to 48%. Even more troubling, some of these snacks are quietly linked to cognitive decline and inflammation in the brain and arteries, all without causing a single noticeable symptom until it may be too late. Yes, the very foods marketed as heart-healthy could be slowly clogging your arteries, spiking your blood pressure, or fueling memory loss. It sounds unbelievable, but the data doesn't lie. In fact, researchers at Tufts University and the Mayo Clinic now caution older adults to rethink their nut choices, especially those over 60. Your body is no longer metabolizing fats the same way it did in your 30s. Certain types of fat, molds, and even plant toxins found in common nuts can have a disproportionately harmful effect on aging systems, including the heart, blood vessels, kidneys, and even the brain. You might be wondering, but aren't nuts good for you? The answer is, some are not. And after 60, the distinction matters more than ever. Let's be clear, this is not fear-mongering. It's a wake-up call. The wrong nuts can silently erode your mobility, mental clarity, and independence. Many seniors snack on them daily, thinking they're protecting their health, when in fact they may be setting themselves up for stroke, memory loss, or even dangerous interactions with blood pressure and cholesterol medications. In this video series, we'll uncover the 4 nuts you must avoid immediately, and the science behind their hidden dangers. You'll also learn which nuts truly support your heart and mind and how to include them in your routine safely. The truth may surprise you. One nut that's beloved by low-carb dieters could be increasing your risk of liver damage and dementia without any symptoms for years. Before we dive deeper, please hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss another vital health insight for aging well. We bring real science and real solutions because you deserve not just to live longer, but to live stronger. Coming up next, the nutrient breakdown. Behind these sneaky saboteurs and what makes them especially dangerous for seniors. At first glance, nuts seem like the perfect snack. Portable, plant-based, packed with protein and healthy fats. But the reality is far more complex, especially for those of us over 60. As your metabolism slows and your organs become more sensitive to inflammatory compounds, certain nutrients, or rather, certain types of fats and toxins, can become silent saboteurs. Let us start with the biggest red flag, omega-6 fatty acids. While your body needs them in small amounts, the typical American diet is dangerously overloaded, and many nuts, particularly peanuts and cashews, are primary contributors. Excess omega-6 promotes chronic inflammation, the very condition that underlies heart disease, arthritis, and even Alzheimer's. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, a balanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids is crucial. Unfortunately, some nuts have ratios as high as 21, fueling a fire that burns invisibly in your blood vessels and brain tissue. Peanuts, in particular, are notorious for this imbalance. Next, let's talk about aflatoxins, toxic compounds, produced by molds that commonly grow on peanuts and tree nuts like pistachios. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, warns that chronic exposure, even at low levels, may damage the liver, interfere with immune function, and increase the risk of cancer. For seniors with reduced liver detox capacity, even small doses can have cumulative effects. Then there's the issue of phytic acid, a naturally occurring substance in cashews and almonds that binds to minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. While this may not impact a younger person much, seniors often struggle with bone loss, anemia, or mineral deficiencies. Phytic acid can impede nutrient absorption at the very stage of life when you need it most. Now consider oxalates, found in cashews and Brazil nuts. These compounds are known to contribute to kidney stone formation, a painful condition that disproportionately affects older adults with declining renal function. Worse if you're already taking calcium or magnesium supplements. High oxalate foods can interfere with how those minerals are processed in your body. Let us not forget about hidden sodium and hydrogenated oils. Many commercially packaged nut products are roasted in inflammatory vegetable oils and heavily salted. For a senior on blood pressure medication or with a history of heart disease, a single ounce of these nuts can silently sabotage your treatment, raising your blood pressure, stiffening arteries, and bloating tissues. A common misconception is that all fats in nuts are good fats. But not all monounsaturated or polyunsaturated fats act the same in aging bodies. In fact, without a steady intake of antioxidants, these fats can oxidize in your bloodstream, turning protective nutrients into harmful agents that contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries. Finally, for those concerned with memory loss or early dementia, certain nuts have been linked to increased amyloid plaque activity, particularly in those genetically predisposed to Alzheimer's. Though the research is still evolving, seniors should not assume every brain-healthy nut is truly safe without context. So what can you do? The first step is awareness. Knowing which nuts carry the highest risk and why empowers you to make informed choices. The next section will reveal the most common mistakes seniors make when snacking on nuts and how to avoid them without giving up this convenient source of nutrition entirely. Stay with me, because your heart, your mind, and your independence are worth protecting, down to the smallest snack. It is one thing to know which foods carry risk, but it is another thing entirely to realize that how you eat them may be just as damaging. Most seniors are not consciously making unhealthy choices. In fact, many believe they are doing everything right, choosing snacks labeled natural, reaching for heart-healthy trail mixes, or replacing cookies with a handful of nuts. But what if those choices are built on half-truths or outdated assumptions? And what if your daily routine is slowly feeding inflammation, elevating blood pressure, or worsening your memory? One innocent snack at a time? Let us take a closer look at the most common nut-related habits that are silently undermining the health of millions of older Americans. Mistake number 1. Eating nuts from mixed snack bags or trail mixes. Prepackaged trail mixes often seem convenient, especially when marketed as smart snacks or energy blends. But many of these contain dried fruit loaded with added sugar, chocolate chips high in saturated fats, and salted or oil-roasted nuts. The result: a blood sugar roller coaster and an inflammatory punch that can tighten arteries, cloud your mind, and spike blood pressure, especially dangerous for those on medication. Mistake number 2. Roasting your nuts in oil. While raw or dry roasted nuts maintain their beneficial fats, those roasted in vegetable oils, especially soybean, canola or palm oil, are another story. These oils oxidize at high heat, creating toxic byproducts that stress your liver and cardiovascular system. For seniors already battling oxidative stress or metabolic disorders, this small change in preparation method can cause compounded harm. Mistake number 3. Eating the same type of nut every day. Variety in your diet matters, especially as you age. Many seniors unknowingly rely on a single nut, such as almonds or peanuts, every day for months or years. This not only increases exposure to certain toxins or allergens, but also creates an imbalanced fat intake, potentially skewing your omega ratio or causing digestive strain. Your aging gut thrives on rotation, not repetition. Mistake number 4. Consuming nuts late at night. Nuts are calorie-dense and metabolically active foods. Eating a bowl of nuts before bed, especially high-carb options like cashews, can lead to digestive discomfort, poor sleep, and even nighttime blood sugar spikes. For seniors with insomnia or restless leg syndrome, this innocent snack may be one reason you are tossing and turning each night. Mistake number 5. Overeating healthy nut butters. Many believe almond or peanut butter is a smart alternative to sweets. But portion control matters. Just 2 tablespoons can pack over 200 calories, often combined with added sugar, hydrogenated oils, and hidden salt. For seniors with limited caloric needs, this health food can lead to weight gain, insulin resistance, and digestive upset, especially when spread on white bread or crackers. Mistake number 6. Ignoring food labels on nut products. How often do you check the sodium content, sugar levels, or added oils on your nut packaging? For many seniors, the answer is rarely. But a quick glance might reveal that your roasted almonds contain 3 different oils, or that your honey cashews are drenched in syrup and flavor enhancers that disturb blood sugar and gut bacteria. 2 systems, critical for seniors' vitality. Mistake number 7. Using nuts as meal replacements instead of supplements. Nuts should complement, not replace your meals. Yet many seniors skip breakfast and grab a few handfuls of nuts instead. This leads to nutrient imbalance, as nuts do not offer complete proteins, fiber diversity, or the hydration your body needs for digestion, circulation, and brain health. Without proper hydration and fiber, even healthy fats can become burdens. These everyday missteps are not about indulgence or carelessness. They're about misinformation and routine. Habits that once seemed harmless now carry a higher cost because the aging body metabolizes food, fat, and inflammation differently than it did at age 40 or 50. But the good news is this: awareness changes everything. In the next section, we'll reveal which nuts can genuinely protect your heart and mind, how to consume them wisely, and just as importantly, the 4 nuts that seniors must eliminate from their diet immediately. Not all nuts are created equal. Some truly are nature's miracle snacks, packed with brain-loving omega-3s, heart-strengthening minerals, and antioxidants that help you age with grace. Others, however, quietly erode your health with every handful. Let us begin with the protective powerhouses, the nuts that science shows can help you thrive well into your golden years. 1. Walnut, the brain's best friend. Walnuts are often called brain food, and for good reason. Their unique shape even resembles the human brain, but the real magic lies inside. Rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3, walnuts help protect cognitive function by reducing inflammation, supporting neuron communication, and enhancing memory retention. In one 8-week study conducted at UCLA, seniors who consumed just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily showed significant improvements in processing speed and memory recall. That is a game changer for anyone concerned about dementia or brain fog. How to use: eat 7 to 9 walnut halves per day. Best enjoyed raw or lightly toasted. Store in the fridge to prevent rancidity. Caution: due to their high fat content, portion control matters. Avoid candied or honey-glazed versions, which spike blood sugar and negate brain benefits. 2. Almonds, the bone and heart defender. Almonds offer a trifecta of support: calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E. For seniors, this means stronger bones, steadier heartbeat, and smoother skin. Magnesium, in particular, helps transport calcium into bones rather than arteries, a critical distinction for aging bodies. A quarter cup of almonds offers nearly 100 mg of calcium and over 75 mg of magnesium, making it a natural alternative to supplements. How to use: eat 15-20 almonds per day, preferably dry roasted and unsalted. Choose almonds with skins intact for added antioxidant flavonoids. Caution: almonds can be a choking hazard for those with swallowing issues. Always chew thoroughly, or opt for almond flour in baked goods if needed. 3. Pistachios, the blood pressure regulator. Pistachios are often overlooked, but for older adults with high blood pressure or circulation issues, they may be the best-kept secret. These little green gems contain arginine, an amino acid that helps open blood vessels and improve blood flow. In a study published in Hypertension, seniors who ate just 1 ounce of pistachios daily experienced significant drops in systolic blood pressure. They also felt less shortness of breath during light activity. How to use: enjoy a small handful daily, about 49 nuts. Choose unsalted shelled versions. Pair with Greek yogurt or fruit for a balanced snack. Caution: some people with tree nut allergies may react to pistachios. If you're new to them, start slowly. Now that we've covered the good guys, it's time to face the 4 nuts that pose the greatest threat to your heart, brain, and longevity. 1. Peanuts, the mold-contaminated imitation. Though technically legumes, peanuts are widely consumed as nuts and widely misunderstood. Often contaminated with aflatoxins, a toxin produced by mold, peanuts have been linked to liver damage, immune suppression, and even increased cancer risk in older adults. Worse, they are overloaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which stoke inflammation and counteract the benefits of omega-3s. How to avoid: eliminate peanut snacks and peanut butter, especially processed varieties with hydrogenated oils or added sugar. 2. Cashews, the calcium blockers. Cashews may taste buttery and luxurious, but beneath the surface lies a trap. High in oxalates, cashews bind to calcium in your digestive system, making it harder for your body to absorb this critical bone-building mineral. For seniors already facing osteoporosis or bone loss, this is no small issue. How to avoid: skip raw cashews and trail mixes that include them. If you must indulge, keep portions under 10-12 nuts and never on an empty stomach. 3. Brazil nuts, the selenium bomb. Selenium is a trace mineral, essential in small amounts, toxic in large doses. Just 2 Brazil nuts can contain 10 times the recommended daily intake, leading to nausea, hair loss, fatigue, and even nerve damage. Seniors are especially vulnerable to selenium overload due to slower detoxification systems. How to avoid. Treat Brazil nuts as a rare garnish, not a snack. 1 or 2 per week is plenty. 4. Macadamia nuts, the metabolic slowers. Rich, fatty, and dense. Macadamia nuts are calorically heavy and very high in saturated fats, which can exacerbate weight gain, cholesterol issues, and sluggish digestion. For seniors with reduced gallbladder or pancreatic function, macadamias can lead to bloating and poor fat absorption. How to avoid. Skip macadamia cookies and nut mixes. Opt for lighter fats from avocado or olive oil instead. Your action plan. Eat 3 to 4 days per week. Walnuts, almonds, pistachios. Avoid entirely or limit. Peanuts, cashews, Brazil nuts, macadamias. Read labels carefully. Choose raw, unsalted, and refrigerate nuts to preserve freshness. Always chew thoroughly and stay hydrated to aid digestion. In the next section, we'll explore the best physical exercises, sleep habits, and simple therapy techniques that enhance the protective benefits of these good nuts and help reverse the silent damage done by the bad ones. Changing what you eat is only half the story. To protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and reverse the silent damage from harmful foods, you must also move and rest with intention. Especially after 60, exercise, quality sleep, and simple physical therapy can multiply the benefits of a healthy diet, or, when neglected, quietly undo them. You may be thinking, but I'm too old for intense workouts. That's not what your body needs. You don't need speed. You need consistency, circulation, and control. Let's start with the most fundamental system. Affected by bad nuts, your circulatory system. 1. Gentle cardiovascular exercise. Keep the blood flowing. Nuts that harm the heart often do so by thickening the blood, stiffening the arteries, and slowing circulation, particularly to the legs and brain. To counter this, movement must become your daily prescription. What works best for seniors? Brisk walking for 20-30 minutes per day, even broken into 10-minute intervals. Cycling on a stationary bike, excellent for joints and blood vessels. Water aerobics or swimming, especially helpful if you have arthritis or joint pain. These exercises pump oxygen-rich blood to your brain, flush toxins from your extremities, and support cognitive sharpness and emotional resilience. And if you pair a 15-minute walk with your daily walnut snack, you may be lowering your dementia risk more than any pill can. 2. Strength and balance. Protect your independence. Certain harmful nuts, especially those high in aflatoxins or oxalates, are linked to nerve degeneration and bone weakening. To stay strong, stable, and upright, resistance-based activity is essential. Try these easy equipment-free exercises at home. Chair squats strengthens thighs and glutes, preventing falls. Wall push-ups improves upper body strength and posture. Heel raises enhances ankle stability and circulation. Tai Chi boosts balance and calms the nervous system. Just 15-20 minutes of light resistance training 3 times a week can reverse muscle loss, stabilize blood sugar, and enhance mobility. Start slowly. Even 1 session per week builds momentum. 3. Sleep as medicine. How nighttime healing protects your brain. You can eat the right foods, avoid the wrong ones, and exercise faithfully, but without quality sleep. Your body cannot repair itself. Here's why this matters. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that sleep plays a crucial role in clearing beta-amyloid plaque from the brain, the same protein linked to Alzheimer's. Meanwhile, poor sleep raises cortisol levels, increasing inflammation, the very thing dangerous nuts already aggravate. Tips for seniors to improve sleep naturally. Avoid high-fat nuts like macadamias or cashews. Within 3 hours of bedtime, they slow digestion and disrupt sleep. Try a small serving of walnuts or pistachios. Before bed, they naturally contain melatonin. Keep a consistent bedtime, ideally before 10:30 p.m. Dim lights and avoid screens an hour before sleep. Use gentle lavender aromatherapy or calming music. If you suffer from restless legs, leg cramps, or nighttime bloating, Avoid salty nuts entirely in the evening. These symptoms can worsen circulatory stress and disrupt deep sleep. 4. Physical therapy and circulatory massage. Repair and prevent. For those recovering from cardiovascular issues or cognitive decline, or those already experiencing numbness, leg swelling, or balance problems, low-impact therapy is essential. What to consider? Leg elevation therapy for 15 minutes. A day to reduce swelling and support veins. Foot and calf massage to stimulate lymphatic drainage. Gentle foam rolling for thighs and glutes to release tension and restore nerve sensitivity. Some seniors also benefit from weekly sessions with a licensed physical therapist, especially if poor nut choices have already led to pain, stiffness, or loss of coordination. A therapist can help design custom stretches, improve joint mobility, and retrain gait, often reducing the risk of falls by more than 50% within 6 weeks. Remember, motion is medicine, and in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, every step you take sends a signal to your body that you're not giving up. You're taking charge. But how do you combine all of these steps, food, movement, rest, and awareness, into a plan that actually sticks? In our final section, we'll give you a 7-day practical plan, a powerful summary, and a heartfelt invitation to reclaim your strength, clarity, and longevity. Let us take a moment to reflect. You now know that not all nuts are heart-friendly. You have seen the science, how peanuts, cashews, Brazil nuts, and macadamias can silently trigger inflammation, worsen blood pressure, block arteries, and even impair your memory over time. You have also discovered the healing power of walnuts, almonds, and pistachios, natural allies that support your brain, strengthen your bones, and nourish your heart when consumed correctly. But knowledge alone isn't enough. What truly matters is what you do next. That is why I want to leave you with a clear, practical, and powerful roadmap. A simple 7-day transformation plan that any senior, no matter your fitness level or medical history, can begin today. Your 7-day nut reset plan. Day 1, awareness and elimination. Go through your pantry. Remove peanuts, cashew snack bags, macadamia cookies, and any nut products with added oils or sugars. Read every label. Knowledge starts with your hands. Day 2, introduce the good guys. Buy raw or dry roasted walnuts, almonds, and pistachios. Portion them into snack size servings, about 1 ounce each, and store them where they're visible, not hidden behind chips or sweets. Day 3, heart and brain boost. Add 7 walnut halves to your morning oatmeal or afternoon yogurt. Take a brisk 15-minute walk afterward to send oxygen-rich blood straight to your brain. Feel the difference in your clarity and energy. Day 4, bone support focus. Eat 15-20 almonds with lunch or as an afternoon snack. Pair with a calcium-rich food like low-fat yogurt or leafy greens. Do 10 chair squats or heel raises to engage your legs and protect your balance. Day 5, pressure control and calm. Enjoy a handful of pistachios with your early dinner. Try 15 minutes of light stretching or gentle yoga afterward. Before bed, write down how your body feels. Track energy, mood, and sleep quality. Day 6, rest and rebuild. No evening nuts. Instead, try chamomile tea and a few slices of banana to support restful sleep. Elevate your legs for 15 minutes before bed. Reflect on how your joints and sleep have changed this week. Day 7, commitment and celebration. Review your progress. How have your digestion, energy, or mobility improved? Write down your favorite discovery. Share it with a friend, a family member, or here in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else to begin. A final thought for every senior reading this. Aging is not a decline. It's a transition into wisdom, and with the right choices into renewed strength. You deserve a life where your steps feel confident, your mind remains sharp, and your meals nourish every part of you. Do not let the wrong nut steal that from you. You have the power to choose what goes on your plate, how you move, and how you age. The smallest change, like removing peanuts from your snack mix, could protect your heart from the next stroke or your brain from the next lapse. Let us hear from you. Have you been eating any of the harmful nuts we've talked about? What changes are you ready to make starting today? How old are you, and which nut do you snack on most often? Drop a comment below. Your insight, your journey, your questions, they help others more than you know. And don't forget, click like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon, so you never miss a wellness video made just for seniors like you. Each week we break down myths, offer solutions, and honor the journey of aging with strength and purpose. Because you're not just getting older, you're getting wiser. and stronger. And it all starts with what you choose to eat today.